Goodyear, Arizona finally has its Buc-ee's. The iconic Texas-born travel stop opened its first Arizona location Monday morning in Goodyear, and thousands of diehard fans were there waiting, many of them camping out the night before.
Got here about 4 o'clock yesterday. There was already one guy in line. We were going to wait in the sun, but we decided to give it like 3 hours, and we ended up like 10th in line.
Jimmy Morales is a Buc-ee's veteran. This is his 4th store. He's already got 2 more on the calendar. So what's the draw?
Beaver Nuggets. I actually just like the idea behind the lore behind Buc-ee's. I love that people love it as much as I do, so it gives you something to do that's not, it's not normal. It's outside of the ordinary.
And inside, it was exactly that, extraordinary chaos.
We got here about 11 o'clock, waited in line, and we got our items, and it was worth the wait. It's a little chaotic in there, but it's fun.
People walked out loaded down with merchandise. We're talking shirts, brisket tacos, stuffed animals, beaver nuggets, beef jerky.
Man, I got so much stuff. Actually, I'm filling up my whole entire house. Look at that. Buc-ee's this, Buc-ee that, Buc-ee cheers, bucket.
$285 worth of merchandise.
Yeah.
One superfan even got a Buc-ee's tattoo before heading to the line.
I don't know, it hurt. But what I've been telling people is, I put my money where my arm is, People come in with the shirts and they say, oh, I'm a Buc-ee fan, No, you got to prove it. You got to show it. Blood, sweat, and tears is where it's at.
Goodyear city officials were on hand for the celebration and made clear this is a big deal for the West Valley.
We are thrilled to have all of you here as we celebrate this exciting milestone, not just for our city or our region, but of course, the thousands of Buc-ee's fanatics who have traveled here today and will soon make this their favorite stop. Today is more than just a ribbon cutting. It's a landmark moment for our community. Buc-ee's is known for transforming travel experiences, for creating destinations people go out of their way to visit. And I think today is a perfect example of that right there. And Buc-ee's has chosen Goodyear. They have decided to plant their flag right here in the West Valley as Arizona's first ever Buc-ee's. That speaks volumes about Goodyear's growth and momentum. Now, in just a moment, we're going to hear from Governor Katie Hobbs, Goodyear Mayor Joe Pizzillo, Goodyear City Manager Brian Langley, and of course, Buc-ee's co-founder and CEO, Beaver Applin. Yeah. But before we do that, we'd like to take a moment to recognize some of the distinguished guests and organizations joining us here this morning that were instrumental in making this day a reality. The Goodyear City Council, State Senator Brian Fernandez, State Representatives Alda Luna Nahara, Mariana Sandoval, and Nick Cupper, staff from our U.S. Senators' offices, Mark Kelly and Ruben Gallego, the State Office of Tourism, ACA, West Valley Regional Chamber, Globe Corporation, the many mayors, council members, and staff from West Valley cities, and a major thank you to Mike Gilbert and his team at Formation Interests, Valley Metro, and countless others for going above and beyond to make this event possible. Let's hear it for everyone. We appreciate each of you for joining us today and for your ongoing support of Goodyear's progress and strong partnerships behind moments like this. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker of the day as someone guiding Goodyear through a remarkable period of growth. He also happens to be a recent Texas transplant, which means he already knows his favorite flavor of Beaver Nuggets. Please welcome Goodyear City Manager Brian Langley.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. Look at this crowd. This is an amazing crowd. We're so excited to have you here with us today, and welcome to an exciting day in Goodyear. We're absolutely thrilled to celebrate the grand opening of Buc-ee's, a company known around the country for doing things bigger and better, and we're so proud to share it with all of you. I want to begin by expressing my thanks to our mayor and city council. Their leadership and decision-making are what helped make today possible. They help create an environment where companies like Buc-ee's wants to invest here, and this is a substantial investment for that company, and we're really excited for that. The council's commitment to smart growth, high-quality services, and a business-friendly environment directly contribute to making this day possible. And today is yet another signal that Goodyear in the West Valley region has become one of the premier places in Arizona to invest, grow, and build for the future. Buc-ee's will be more than just a store here in Goodyear. It will be an economic engine for Goodyear and the whole West Valley region. More than 50% of Buc-ee's visitors come from over 50 miles away. I suspect many of you are from more than 50 miles away. And this store could see as much as 8,000 cars per day and over $50 million per year in sales. So this means that our city will generate a tremendous amount of sales tax revenue from outside of our area, and this revenue will be used to invest in our community and support the services that many of our residents hold dear: police, fire, parks, and streets, just to name a few. I also want to take a moment to recognize our city employees. The teams across the city have been working for months to make this day happen, and many of them are here today, so let's get a round of applause for our city employees. This is a huge undertaking, and their professionalism and commitment are a huge part of why Goodyear has a reputation as a business-friendly city. We couldn't deliver with moments like this without them. And finally, to Beaver and the entire Buc-ee's team, thank you for choosing Goodyear, thank you for investing in our community, and thank you for bringing a little bit of Texas hospitality to right here in Arizona. As you heard, I am a recent immigrant from Texas, and I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait for the first brisket sandwich in there. We're honored to welcome you, and we look forward to many successful years together. Thank you. Congratulations on your grand opening. Welcome to Goodyear. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. As Goodyear continues to grow and attract major investments like Buc-ee's, strong leadership matters, and our next speaker has been central to shaping that trajectory here in Goodyear. Please help me welcome Goodyear Mayor Joe Pizzillo.
I brought the spirit with me, guys. Thank you, Jordan. For everybody who's here, it's an incredible day for our community. I'm not going to repeat some of the things I mentioned earlier, but just the fact that 80% of the crowd comes from outside the area is going to help support police, fire, our growth here in the city. That is amazing. I always like to start things off by saying nothing happens without a great team. And our staff that put all this together, I know our city manager said that, but I always like to thank our staff because they do such a great job. Our first responders that set all this up, let's give them a hand. I'm honored to be here along with our entire city council. That's how important this is to us, all right? We've got our Vice Mayor, Brandon Hampton, over there. We've got council members, Wally Campbell, Laura Cano, Vicki Gillis, Anita Beckles, and Trey Carey, all here to welcome Buc-ee's here to the city. And again, for those of you who camped out all night and got up at 6 a.m. in the morning, welcome to this beautiful city of ours. This is a great city, and our tagline is, it's a great time to be in Goodyear. Buc-ee's was exploring sites for new expansions, and they were looking at Arizona. And I think they fell in love with our culture and our staff at the city of Goodyear. We know that they represented an icon brand with a great customer experience and a destination that people would go out of their way to visit. Just look around at all the people that are here, okay? I bet you a majority of them probably aren't even Goodyear residents. They're coming from all over. We know Goodyear was a perfect fit for their team and was looking for it. Over the next several years, our team will be working closely together with Buc-ee's team. Together, we imagine that this interchange becomes one of the most recognizable gateway into our community. With easy access to Goodyear destinations like spring training, ballpark, and our growing hospitality district by our intentionally designed downtown Goodyear. What I'm hoping is for a lot of you that are here, as you leave, please visit our beautiful downtown that we're in the process of building. It's going to be gorgeous, not done yet, but there's a lot of restaurants and things for you to do in through there. Buc-ee's brings over 200 high-quality jobs, great paying jobs at that. It will generate great economic, and the managers already talked about that, but to me, the most important is Goodyear maps for millions of people who will be traveling here. That's going to be putting us on the map. That is what is awesome. For our residents, another indication that continues the Goodyear attracts world-class destinations while remaining a community where families can thrive and businesses can succeed. We're incredibly grateful to Beaver and the rest of the Buc-ee's team for believing in Goodyear. I want to extend sincere thanks to our City Council, our Economic Development team, our public safety professionals, the formation of Part 10 over there, and many other construction crews that helped work on this. And keep in mind, it's a great time to be in Goodyear. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor Pizzillo, for your remarks and for your vision that helped bring this project to reality. To speak about what Buc-ee's represents, not just for the city of Goodyear, but for the entire state of Arizona, it is my pleasure to introduce Governor Katie Hobbs.
To be here with all of you. I've never been to a Buc-ee, so this is my first Buc-ee's, and I'm really excited to see what all the excitement is about. As governor, I have attended countless ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings, launch announcements, expansions, grand openings, and I don't think that there has been anyone that has had as much interest and enthusiasm as this one. This is so exciting, not just for the city of Goodyear, but for the state of Arizona. It is safe to say that nothing has put us on the map as much as the opening of this Buc-ee's location. So congratulations to Mayor Pizzillo and the city of Goodyear. Buc-ee's could have chosen to invest anywhere, but they chose Arizona. It's because we have the economic momentum, we have the workforce, we have the infrastructure, and we absolutely have the excitement. This new location will serve as a destination for visitors and Arizonans alike. For those of you who are less familiar with what Buc-ee's has to offer, you can now look forward to having access to some of the cleanest restrooms in America, the famous Buc-ee's brisket and Beaver Nuggets, and unique merchandise sold only at Buc-ee's. I have learned from Buc-ee's enthusiasts that people plan entire road trips around Buc-ee's locations. And so I'm excited that this will be another landmark for Arizona, right up there with the Grand Canyon. And this opening would not have been possible without some very critical partnerships. So I want to thank the other partners here today, including the Arizona Commerce Authority, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, Westmark, and the West Valley Regional Chamber. These partnerships matter, and they help ensure that Arizona remains competitive for projects of every size and every kind. Congratulations again to Goodyear, to the many Arizonans who have waited for this day to come, and to Buc-ee's for recognizing that Arizona is the best place to do business. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the man whose vision helped create and grow this iconic company over the past 40 years, Buc-ee's CEO and co-founder, Beaver Applin.
Howdy. Welcome. I don't know that I ever envisioned being in the category of the Grand Canyon. So coming from y'all's governor, that's a pretty big statement. I am wowed by that. I just can't tell you how happy we are to be here. I heard some things mentioned about travel destination, about hospitality. And at the end of the day, that's kind of how I look at things. I mean, I think this is all about hospitality and trying to make the traveling public feel comfortable and welcome here at our stores. I've met people today that have been traveled from all over the country to come here. There's countless Buc-ee fans wearing Buc-ee shirts. They've been here all night. And you know, I mean, I don't even know where to put that. I have to pinch myself. He's standing right there. He's a physician here in y'all's community. He was the first guy in line. He bought the first product at 6057, I think he said. He bought a bag of Beaver Nuggets. And that's what he wanted to do for Father's Day, was not take care of his kids and be the first guy at line at that. So don't hold that against him. I'm sure he's a great dad. But what a neat story. So this has been coming a long time. It was mentioned, the governor mentioned, the community and the mayor mentioned of Goodyear were very good to work with. We knew we wanted to be on Interstate 10 somewhere. The first travel center we ever built was in 2003 on Interstate 10 in Texas. So Interstate 10's been good for us, and we kind of knew what to expect. I never expected this turnout here in Arizona. I can't tell you how welcome we feel and what pride the company has. I can't do this without all these people you see behind us that make my job so easy and make y'all's experiences so special. I hope you like, we brought our brisket. It's the way we make brisket in Texas. So I hope y'all like it, and the pulled pork's pretty good too. But I'm going to stick around a while, and so I look forward to any opportunity to say hi, hear your story, see where you came from. I don't know that I've ever seen so many people dressed up in the Buc-ee's gear, and I see people in onesies, and it's getting pretty warm, so we're going to get them inside before they overheat. But thank y'all for loving what we do and appreciating and understanding the commitment that okay, the commitment that Buc-ee's has from me to everyone in the company to make y'all's experience what you're seeing today and to exceed your expectations. I'm so blessed. Thank you all. Thank you.
The Buc-ee's in Goodyear is now open, and if today is any indication, it's not going to slow down anytime soon.